basketball. They're playing basketball. I used to love that song. Telling you my age, right? But thank you for sharing your evening with me. Let's talk about some of the MVPs of your wallet, the most valuable plays. Yes. Oh, we're all fans of me. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. Thank you, especially Maurice, for your support of my love of the Cowboys. I'm just joking. That's what you get for not being live on the panel. So you really can't fuss back at me. No. America's team, the Cowboys. Hey, but seriously, tonight we're talking about the most valuable plays for your wallet, or at least 5 of the most valuable plays, because it can go on and on and on, and you start thinking that everything is valuable. So I just said, like, you know what, before we get into that whole playoffs for my boy LeBron and all the, UVA is doing great. Hey, shout out to my alma mater. But definitely we get into all of those playoff seasons for college and for the professionally. What about our wallet? What would be the equal, to that? Like, what are some of the valuable things and steps that you can make that can actually help your wallet? So I thought, let me put together some of the most valuable plays or things that you can do in basketball. And yes, I had some help. So yes, thank you, Don, for helping me with knowing that a layup is similar to what? Dunk. So we're gonna focus on one of the most valuable plays that you can make financially is a dunk. Yes, indeed. We got dunk, we got free throw, we got 3-point shot, we got dribble, and we got passing. So what do they equal? With my analogy with those plays, how can you put those into your financial life? How can you do that? And we also going to look at some fouls before you leave me, but let's look at some valuable plays. And if you want to give me some comments, call me at 1-833-ASK-AFRO. 1-833-ASK-AFRO. And after this airing, if you want to contact me, call me at 1-844-JB Bryan. So what is dunking? Dunks, right? Like dunks. I was looking at the game the other night, and my team, UVA, one of the players came up to dunk and you missed it. Now the night before, I was looking at LeBron in the All-Star game, and they had like the dunk contest, and that you just saw in the All-Star game there was this dunk. But in that college game, this kid tries to dunk and he messes it up. So with dunk, when it comes to financially, there's a show off factor there. So I'm talking about when I relate the dunk to your money, I think about things that you are really showing out when you do. Things that it's an aggressive move and it can really work for you. But when it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's like you could have been just so much better off just doing a layup, just anything, but doing a dunk that pops everywhere, doesn't go in, and you look like a fool and you're hanging on the rim. That's what things that can happen in your life. So if you're going for a dunk and you want to do like a major financial move, you got to make sure that beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is going to work. If not, don't do the dunk. Don't do the dunk. Just try to make a safe shot. But you got to try to do the dunk in order to get the benefit of the fabulous look and the success of it that can come out of it. So that reminds me of a dunk. It's like when you're buying a stock and you're selecting an individual stock, even though you know that you could do things that will give you more diversification, like an exchange traded fund or a mutual fund. You know, you could have done things to give you more diversification, but you decide that you want to buy this one stock or do a portfolio of individual stocks. Well, it's a beautiful thing and it can work out really well for you, but you have to be very careful, practice the technique, know what you're doing, and make sure that if you want to make that dunk move, that major move, that major risky investment move, or it has no historical performance, or it's an IPO, or, you know, it's just, this is what you've always wanted to do, and you want to put this big chunk of your money into individual stocks, understand what you're doing and make sure you know what you're doing. So then also, MVP, a most valuable play with your money, we need to be aware of is the free throw, right? I always remember, like, when Shaquille O'Neal was playing, and they would always say, like, he, you know, he can't do free throws. He doesn't know what he's doing. He needs to, you know, he's been practicing free throws in the off season, or, you know, you know, whatever it is, like. But if free throws are your opportunities to catch up, to maximize. And when I think about, like, this, just opportunities that are just given to you financially that you don't take advantage of, are the many people, and there's millions of people, who don't take advantage of the opportunity to participate in their work plan that has a match on it. I mean, there's just millions of dollars that go unmatched because they never were put in there. There's no contributions made, even though the company may have a 6% match up to your first 1%. I don't care. Like, on the first, it doesn't matter, you know, that it doesn't, you know, some people say, well, they only match. It doesn't matter. You heard that word. They match. And you're not putting anything in there. It doesn't matter. They put a 1 cent on every dollar. That's free money. So that's a free throw. And you haven't even thought about it. You're not even prepared. You're not even getting the information. So, and then just thinking about free throws, or learning how to just file the free tax filing that's available. Millions of people don't participate, even though they qualify for the free tax return. I'm gonna do a session on that. I really think that it has to be brought out that too many people are missing that free tax filing for their federal return. They're just not doing it. They just don't go and take advantage of it. Even if they qualify, they're doubting themselves somehow. That's the free throw. You have to know the basics. As Don was explaining to me about the free throw, that is the fundamentals. It is the basics of that is a basic tool or basic skill that you should have as a basketball player. And that making free throws, participating in work retirement plans, taking advantage of the free tax filing, taking advantage of deductions that are available, taking advantage of doing an IRA when you don't have a plan at work, taking advantage of these things. Are just free opportunities that are there for you. These free points, they add up over time. And what about, let me make sure I look at you, let me check on you, because I get all involved in it. If you have any questions, shout it in there. Hey, everybody. Big participation tonight. Yes, indeed. I'm going through. Hi, Vincent. How are you? How you doing, Akila? Look, I'm going through the playbook, major moves, the MVPs, AfroEconomics, most valuable plays financially that I believe that really can benefit you. I want to do everything I can I'm struggling, y'all. But I'm trying to see y'all. And it's like, I think, oh, let's do this. If I lower the chat, then I can see all the names. If I see your chat, then it doesn't show the name. Hi, Mr. Yarbrough. Good to see you. Hi, Mr. Lewis. Hey, Tay. I hope that you and the family are feeling better. It says, and to everybody that is on the phone, I'm not sure because they didn't call 1-833-ASK-AFRO. So I can't pick up. But if you have a question, please call 1-833-ASK-AFRO while we're doing this discussion. If not, call 1-844-JB-Bryan 24/7. So what about, we talked about the dunk, the show off move in your finances. Be very careful, know what you're doing. Anytime when you feel like you're taking a huge amount of risk, realize that's a dunk. And what do you have to do in order to make sure that you get it in? Or if not, you're going to be looking stupid. Your free throw, knowing the fundamentals, knowing just not take, making sure that you take advantage of free money that's out there for you, tax deductions that are available to you, making sure you get your free throws in. They add up. The 3-point shot. That's something, I'm telling you, those 3 points will turn a game around. You're getting an extra 30% return on your shot, right? For just a few more feet. Just a few more feet. Or if you're real close, if you're just right inside. Think about that with your money. Think about that with your money. What is going to give you that I went out of my way to make sure things were right? That makes me think of like life insurance, your car insurance, your long-term care insurance, all of your guaranteed insurances that will protect your family, will protect your legacy, will protect your assets. Making sure that 3-point is I went out of my way. I went beyond the call of duty. I went out. I went out for it. And this shows, and it's real pretty. And it shows that, how committed I am to making sure that my finances are superstars. Because that's the foundation. That's the foundation. It's more than what you had to do. Having, the proper insurance protection for your family and your assets, for your income, making sure if you do that, I consider that a 3-point shot. Dribbling. Again, a fundamental. But like dribbling is like the only way that you can travel to get to where your freedom, right? So you're just dribbling because you can't just carry it. So you have to do certain things to accumulate the assets that you need in order to reach your goal. You want those points? You got to dribble to get there. How you gonna do that? You got to have good work ethic. You got to be committed to repetitive activities that lead to long-term, overwhelming, outstanding financial success. Dribbling, just like that. And then it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Some people know how to keep it close so somebody else won't come in and take it from them. Some people like dribble all out, so stuff, things are getting stolen from them all the time. So how do you get to your goal? It's how you do it. Dollar cost averaging, when you're investing the same amount of money each month over time, or each week, or each day. But your dollar cost averaging, meaning you're reducing the average cost because of your consistency. So when the price for your investments is down, your same amount of money that you're investing will accumulate you more shares of the investment when the prices are down. The next month, it could be up. But by investing consistently, you reduce your average cost per share, dollar cost averaging, and it pays off over time. That's your dribble. Building a name, building a strong reputation, right? You're gonna tell me, first timer. Yes, indeed. But you're in though. Tay is in for the first time, but you are in. Welcome to a huge world of financial knowledge. It's JV land. Yes, indeed. AfroEconomics will be here for you. See, that's my dribble. That's my dribble. Like she said, first time in. But if I wasn't dribbling, if I wasn't here, if I wasn't consistent, if I wasn't repetitive, I wouldn't be at the point where we're getting a new member at least every day. But that was a goal that I set last year, and I've been dribbling ever since. Right, Andrew? You can't, those small, repetitive, you might think unnecessary actions are one of your MVPs, your most valuable plays financially that you can do. And the difference between the wealthy person and the person who's just making it, is that dribble. Because that wealthy person will be consistent and they know they cannot give up. Come hell or high water, they're going to keep on doing that same work. They will not give up on that dream. They will not give up on making a better free throw, maximizing the plans at work, making sure they know the tax laws, taking care of the basic tax things, in growing their business that they have one. That's their free throw. They're working on that. They're working on that. That's part of that dribble. That's they know, all right, before I'm preparing for this, I got a dunk coming up. I want to do, this particular thing, or I'm going to, whatever it is. That they know that if they do that dunk, it has to be right. It has to be prepared, because preparing for that dunk is part of their dribble. How well your dunk goes through is how you get there. You see in that All-Star game the other night, and then the little guy, the light-skinned one for Washington, for the state, whatever. What's his name? Everybody loves him. Anyway, the Reebok guy, I think it is, or Adidas, I don't know which one he is. Oh, he's Under Armour guy. I don't know. Y'all inbox me. He's named, what's that, Corey or something like. Anyway, he goes boom. He hits that ball, and then the other guy goes and gets it and dunks it, and I forgot, but it was how he dribbled it up there. Then how he, which is my next one, passing. And how we passed it was how that dunk went through. How that dunk went through. So when I think about passing as a most valuable play for us financially, is who are you passing the ball to? Here it is, your financial future. Who are you passing it? Who is it? Who are you passing the ball to? Someone who always drops it, or it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You gave them a great pass. They get up there. They're ready to make the dunk, and they hit the backboard. Who are you passing it to? Be careful. You need to develop a team of professionals who assist you in the financial areas that you see fit. In AfroEconomics, members have access to life insurance, car insurance, all of those options, stock trading, annuities, health insurance assistance, tax planning and strategies. Those things, they get that help. When they pass off a question, what do you think? It is my responsibility to make sure I address that question so that they can have success. Delia was telling me about today about a family member of hers listening to one of the suggestions that I had about tax planning and a tax situation, and they took advantage of it, and it ended up saving them thousands of dollars just by listening, just by being a part of, just by participating. That is phenomenal. That's it. That's the kind of MVPs. That's the kind of plays that we have to be making. I got to make sure that I'm on it, that, that I'm making dunks. That's a dunk, but it's a free throw. It's a 3-point shot for the receiver who actually is able to take the information, and use it to their benefit. And they could change for where they had like a negative amount. They owed money by making these changes and thinking it through and hearing something that might be applicable to them. Boom, 3 points. Wow. So, definitely I'll make sure that this is your repetition is called reliability. I know that's right, Andrew. The reliability, so we know that you will be there for us. Yes, indeed. Steph Curry, that's his name. Steph Curry passed it and correctly to the guy that made the dunk. The guy made a beautiful dunk, but the guy was there and they were prepared and they were passing it he knew the receiver could make it work. So if you're passing some of your responsibility off onto someone, like say at your 401k at work, and you just put your money into there, but they're not giving you investment advice. So you're just passing the ball to them incorrectly because they said, no, this is just a storage place and we'll match it, but we're going to do whatever you say. So if you don't get investment advice from an investment advisor, then you could be doing the wrong thing for a long time, or you could be doing something for a long time, but not what is truly, truly best. Truly, truly best. That is so true. I mean, look at you said, Tay said, yes, this information is power. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Don said, when you're going to do pass, when you're going to pass the ball. I don't know, baby. I don't know what you said. But I'm doing my best. Y'all know that I am doing my best trying to articulate the point that that the game that I don't really consider a game, but let's just think about our money matters as a game, that we have to make sure that we make the least amount of fouls, right? So these power moves, these most valuable plays, free throw, dunk, 3-point shot, dribble, and passing. But the fouls, a technical foul, now I've learned, is a really bad foul. Now, a technical foul, I would say, is a no tax return. You don't do the tax. You just don't even try. You just don't do it, even though you're supposed to do it. Now, you could make a little teeny bit of money and you don't have to do the tax return. But if you're supposed to do the tax return, you got to do the tax return or it's a technical foul. You will be punished for it. Pulling money out of your retirement accounts before you're 59 and a half, technical foul, unless you set it up and structure it correctly and keep that commitment. And we could talk about that type of thing. But typically, you can be faced with a penalty for taking it out prior to 59 and a half out of your individual retirement account. But those laws are different. The tax laws are different when it comes to your 401k. That's the kind of stuff we have to talk about. Then maybe I can help you not commit a foul, but still help you do what you're trying to do. So we got to talk. So a lot of times when people ask me questions, I just say it depends. It depends. join and let's talk deeper about that. Join, for comprehensive financial planning, but just thinking that you can just ask a question and that's going to solve it. No. Anybody that gives you an answer like that, really isn't trying to take care of you in the way that they should, because it's impossible for someone to just meet you and know to great detail some of your questions and how to avoid some of these technical fouls. But you got to have somebody that you're passing to. You got to have that team. You got to get your team. You got to get your all-star team. And then common fouls, like not having an emergency fund, having no insurance protection for your family. That could really be a technical foul, especially if you got little kids and stuff like that. So the credit card debt, common fouls. Credit card debt and you're not paying the debt. A technical foul would be having to file bankruptcy, for just not paying bills. It's different. There's reasons for everything. Nobody wants to get a technical foul, but, there are things, I would say even, a divorce, is a technical foul because it hits you financially pretty dramatically in most cases. So let's be aware that, looking at your money here in this, I hope, fun way is also pretty serious, that you deserve to make sure that you're taking care of these fundamental things. Any questions before you all leave me? Four people called in tonight. I know that's right. So just in summary, because some of you might have come in like a little bit late, but know that I'm recording this and it will be on YouTube. The free throw, I use as an example, get the maximum amount of match at work and taking advantage of free opportunities that are available to you. Free money left on the books, not free throws, taking advantage of tax benefits, tax deductions, everything that is available to you. The dunk. So when you decide that you're going to make a major move, it's showing off, but you got to put that time in and skill in order to make sure that you do it right. It's risky, but when it works, it's beautiful. Could even be starting your own business, but when I started my business, it really changed the whole trajectory of my life. My whole life changed. Entrepreneurship can be a dunk, but it could have also been a complete miss. But I'm looking at 25 years, and that's a blessing. But hey, it took some time. 3-point shot. Having things that add a little that make your life really stand out. Could be life insurance, your long-term care insurance. This is extra. Going on, doing the extra, making sure, a couple of $1 million policies on yourself, making sure, just a 3-point shot, going beyond, but getting the blessing out of it though. Dribbling, dollar cost averaging, adding to your investments each month, repetitive positive activities that add to and create long-term wealth, and passing, getting the financial help that you need, having a team at home, especially both of you being on one financial accord. Gotta have it. Being able to delegate, pass it off, and making sure you know who you're passing to. So those are the AfroEconomics MVPs. Yes, indeed. Oh, thank you. Andrew said, thank you, JB. We really appreciate all the effort you put into making something esoteric subject relevant. That's right. Sometimes that's right. Understandable and fun. I'm just impressed with my word that I knew that I could read that, because I definitely couldn't have spelled that unless, but I saw it and I read it. So, hey, pats on the back for me. I learned something about basketball and how to spell esoteric. Look, participate in AfroEconomics. You never know how much you can learn. I'm going to hang around here just for a second so that you can